What's going on, fam? CA for Jesus here, back with another off the cuff. So today's title, wear your Christian merch to the gym. As you can see, I got some Christian merch on right now, swagging out. So, I was down in SoCal the past couple weeks, back up in the Bay Area. And when I'm on a business trip, right, I need to go to the gym, stay in shape, because otherwise, I'm eating out more and doing some unhealthy things, right? That I wouldn't normally do because I'm thrown off on my normal routine at home, that I have at home. So when I'm traveling, it's harder to stay healthy. So it's really important to get into the gym wherever I go. And the weather's getting warmer, and obviously, I mean this is any time of the year. It could be anywhere, but I noticed that being from California is, I like to keep this channel California focused because, we're really fighting Satan in this state right now, big time. I mean, he's everywhere, right? But I mean, we have extra layers of battles here specifically. And anyways, so down in SoCal, and just the vanity is out of control. It always has been, but it just keeps building and building and building upon itself. And when I was at the gym the other day, and I just, obviously there's tons of women with their yoga pants and there's just in their sports bras, like not leaving anything to the imagination. And then you got the guys with their cut off tanks and just like flexing in the mirror, and it's really just disgusting. It's just so prideful, and it's so carnal, and it's just like the vanity just makes me sick. I know it makes God sick too. And if you're truly born again and you're part of the crew here, obviously it should be stirring you up in some kind of way as well too. But one particular way we can combat that is everywhere we go, we need to be on display, and we should be humble, but we should always be confident. Okay, I think, and I had a hard time kind of distinguishing between the two, but I always pray to God when I'm kind of like struggling between like two concepts that seem very similar, but I know that there is a difference if we dig deeper and we just ask God to show us clearly what that looks like. It's like, okay, God, I know you call me to be humble, but I know you also want me not to be a doormat, and to be on display, to be confident, and to walk with authority, right? Show me clearly what that looks like. So when I'm at the gym, got my Christian merch, hats, you got, t-shirts, whatever you want to wear. We dress modestly, men and women. We should be dressing modestly. I even stopped wearing like cut off t-shirts because I'm just like, I'm not gonna like give even an inch to the spirit of vanity or anything like that. So started, rocking the sleeves to the gym, not long sleeves, but sleeves. And I really just, women, for those of you that want to say like, oh, I'm just wearing this for me, I want to look cute, whatever, that's that is total BS, and you know it, and you're manipulating men. That's a Jezebel spirit, and I rebuke that back to the pit of hell. But men, equally, we're simping, and we want to look, we got the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh attacking us, right? And like, we're obviously like, if it's all around us, like, okay, like sometimes we can't help but kind of glance, but it's like, are you going to ogle and stare, or are you going to be like, all right, it's there. I'm not going to let that Jezebel spirit manipulate me right now. I'm going to stand 10 toes down. I'm going to pray, close my eyes if I have to. I'm going to start praying in tongues. I'm going to rebuke the spirit of vanity and lust, perversion, whatever I need to rebuke right then and there in the gym. I'm gonna have my Christian rap playlist going on. I'm gonna be getting in the zone. And here's the thing, guys, we are always on display. And so we need to be taking care of our temple. So working out, eating right, getting in the word. But, we should also be rocking some merch, I personally don't wear like a cross necklace. Now, it's up to you if you want to, but it's just that there's so many people that like will wear a cross necklace, but they're not actually walking with God. It's just it's just for show basically. And it really, I know there's some people obviously that are really on fire that wear crosses, and that's cool, but most people that wear it, like, they're just not. It's simply just for show. It's just a facade. But you start wearing t-shirts, hoodies, hats, like, what I've noticed is, people that, are wearing more stuff like hats or t-shirts, whatever, they're more on fire because it actually attracts people more when they see that versus just seeing like a cross or something like that, But anyways, so that's one way that those are a couple ways that we can fight back at the gym, and just start rebuking the spirits before you enter the buildings, and decree and declare, like, for example, before I walk into the gym, I might say something like, Father, I rebuke the spirit of vanity, lust, perversion in this gym, in this building right now. I cast it back to the pit of hell. I decree and declare a spirit of modesty, a spirit of discipline and honor and integrity over this gym, over this building right now, in Jesus' mighty name. Something like that. Very, very simple, guys. Very practical. Start wearing your Christian merch, man. There's so much like cool merch out there. That's it's some cool swag, right? Whole strength is a good one for the gym. 3 nails. So you just look it up. Obviously, you guys got Google. You know what I'm talking about. So check it out. But anyways, guys, it's just getting absolutely disgusting. But we should be taking care of our temple. I like working out at home, but I do like going to the gym just because, it kind of, I'm in that environment where it's gonna kind of like push me to like just go a little bit harder, as if, as opposed to me being at home by myself where it's like quiet. I might not push myself as hard when I'm at home. So that's why I like to go to the gym. But it's an opportunity to be on full display, and you never know who's watching. You might get somebody that comes over and just like gives you a little fist bump, says, hey, I like your hat, something like that. You might be sparking up a conversation. You might even be praying in the gym, man. We got to be praying at the gym, bro. Man, because we know that to be carnally minded is death, right? And to be spiritually minded is life and it's peace. Okay, so let's keep, I know, it's going to be tough, right? We're entering a very carnal environment, but we can be the light in the darkness everywhere we go. And these are some practical ways to do that. All right. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, share this message with the lost sheep. Let's save souls from seducing spirits. Have a blessed one.